Now I'd like to introduce tonight's starting lineups, first introducing the visiting Tigers from Biddeford. At forward, a senior number 1, Amber Hewitt. At midfield, a senior number 5, Sarah Labby. At midfield, a junior number 6, Brooke Gerard. At forward, a sophomore number 11, Abby Buffard. At midfield, a junior number 12, Hannah Smith. At forward, a senior number 16, Grace Tardif. A defender, junior number 17, Haley Black. At midfield, a junior number 20, Chloe Cutteret. Also defender, senior number 19, Ella Burnell. And at midfield, a senior number 25, Kaylee Hammond. And the goalkeeper for the Tigers, a junior number 24, Sarah Potts. Number 0. Head coach of Biddeford, Darren Boynton, assisted by Alyssa Rondo, Jessica Boynton, Larry Birmingham, and Chantel Gagnon. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups for your Deering High School Rams. A midfielder in 9th grade, number 22, Nora Deloach-Lewicki. Also a midfielder, junior, number 2, Shay Rosenthal. On defense, 9th grader, number 7, Sophia Nieves. At midfield, a sophomore, number 10, Isa Garcia. At forward, a junior, number 13, Grace Marino. At midfield, a senior, number 14, May Carroll. On defense, a junior, number 17, Zoe Pliska. At midfield, a sophomore, number 18, Elsa Freeman. On defense, a sophomore, number 19, Violet Blum-Levine. Also on defense, a sophomore, number 20, Maya Landry. And the goalkeeper is a junior, number 24, Sophie Hill. Head coach of Deering is Paul Cameron. He's assisted by Tony Gabo. And the officials for today's contest, Robert Foster and Dean Wellman. And now we'd ask you all please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium, where today's girls soccer matchup is between the Biddeford Tigers and the Deering Rams. Biddeford is going to start off with the ball in the first half.
Daring in their home purple jerseys, and Biddeford in the travel whites. And we have a slight delay. Players move around. We should be at it any second.
I believe one of the players had earrings in, which is against the dress code violet in soccer.
Yeah, I would think that that would be a piece of jewelry you wouldn't want to have on your head if the ball happens to hit you in the ear.
And it's stolen by Deering, but it's kicked out. So it's a Biddeford throw-in.
So, Seth, this is our first game of the soccer season, 2022. It's been a few years since we've been able to film a soccer match.
Back and forth in Biddeford's third. Saved by Haley Black. Freeman crosses to the other side of the field. Back to Freeman. And the ball's been in Biddeford's half so far this game, and it finally crosses midfield.
Nice break up right there.
And it's stolen by Smith. And it's a shot attempt by Abby Buford. Deering out of that gets the possession.
Nice move to
And
get the ball up.
kick too far. Number 16, Tardif, takes it down the side, but it's kicked out by Deering. Deering trying to get it out of their third.
I mean, for as early on as Deering had it in the Biddeford half, it's now flipped. And now the ball is in the Deering half. And
it's a shot attempt by Labby.
we may be a little slow on the names only because of the paperwork and just getting used to who the players are. So just bear with us.
And it's by Marino. But Deering keeps possession.
Now, there was a nice move by the Deering player. Just happened to kick it into the Biddeford player, and now they move it down the field.
Deering gets possession. Almost by Garcia, but Biddeford's defense gets the ball back up to Deering's half. And it's a throw-in for Biddeford. Deering gets out of that. Marino puts it into the middle of the field. Garcia with the...
That was almost there. It's like just a half a step away from getting control of the ball for Deering.
And it is the first game of the season, so...
You know, you can practice all the time, but the timing when you have an opponent on the field changes everything.
Garcia the ball just got by. And it's out of bounds on Deering, so throw in for Biddeford. And it's a handball on Gerard. So it's going to be a Deering possession. It's quickly started. And it's called a corner, so Deering gets the first corner of the game.
All right, so the golden opportunity here for Deering.
And Grace Marino is going to take the corner. And it's over the head of everybody, and it's out of bounds on Deering, so it's going to be a goal kick.
Well, it was definitely in the right spot for a header, but as you said, it went over the head of everybody. Just a little bit too much air.
And Deering is pressed up. And shot attempt by Marino. Biddeford keeps the ball. Stolen by Freeman to give Deering the possession. Freeman puts it to Marino. And it's wide right of the goal.
Boy, that was a little foot trickery there to keep control of the ball and get the shot off. Bravo to that. Just a little wide, but the determination.
And Deering's definitely settled in. And Smith runs by everybody, but Deering's defense gets out of that.
That was stellar.
It's a throw-in for Biddeford. And Rosenthal comes away with it. And it's out of bounds on Deering. So throw in for Biddeford.
Yeah, just a little too hard. The Darren player was over there to take control of the ball, but just a little bit too far.
Stolen by Biddeford. Back to Deering. And the ball rolls out of bounds. So most of the throw-ins have been for Biddeford so far this game. And it's off the back of Buford. And Freeman went up the field for getting the ball taken away. And it's out of bounds on Deering. And Levine's making sure that the ball doesn't get past her.
The defense has been very good for Deering. You know, once Biddeford gets the ball down there, it's been a struggle to get it even close to the Deering net.
And it's up the field to Marino, but stolen away by Hammond. And it's kicked out of bounds by Marino. Biddeford moving the ball up the field, and it's stolen away by Plizga. And it's off of Nieves. And
Well, Darren with the throw in. Try to see if they can move the ball back down. Biddeford has been spending a lot of time on the Daring side. But so far, Darren hasn't broken.
Garcia gets the ball, and it's to Marino, and it's saved by Smith. Marino was the behind the defense.
Well, and you have a feeling that once the time in for Daring comes, that could be a goal.
And it's not saved, so it's a throw-in for Deering. And it's too far ahead of Labby.
And, you know, I'm not sure what other schools, whether they have artificial turf or natural grass, but if you play on one and then the other, the ball definitely moves a little different. So if you have the football touch, some of them, you know, may just be right perfect, but on artificial turf, it may be a little bit too far.
And it's a nice through ball for Biddeford, and it's Tardif who misses the goal. And it was one of those close calls, whether it was offsides or not.
Well, we definitely don't have VAR here.
And it's kicked out wide to Labby. And Nieves defends. And a bad pass by Deering.
Nice
Leads to a
footwork.
turnover. And it's out of bounds on Biddeford.
Well, that was very fortunate for Deering that the Biddeford player didn't take control of that one.
And it's a foul on Biddeford.
Believe that's the first one of the game. So it's been a good, clean game. Or should I say match?
And it's a well defended by Haley Black, and it's out of bounds on the end line for Biddeford. So Deering with the second corner.
All right, so now we'll see if the corner kick doesn't have a lot of air underneath the ball, and see what Darren can do.
Marino with the cross, and it's over the head of Smith.
But it should be a Darren throw-in.
Thrown by Nieves. Biddeford still in the corner. Gets out of it. And it's kicked out of bounds by Nieves.
Good play to keep the ball from going up the field quickly.
And we have a substitute. It's Haley Black coming out and Gabby Smith coming in.
It looks like a leg issue with number 17 getting thigh taped up. Could be a hamstring or...
Sometimes when you haven't played in a game action and it's warm out, sometimes could be cramps or...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not as warm as it's been, but it's definitely warm out.
And it's bad first touch by Carroll, but Deering keeps the ball. So they're going to throw it in. And it's a goal kick. And it's kicked long by
Yep.
Deering.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, you know, on a grass field, that may have just been perfect, and it wouldn't have been a long kick, but...
And it's tipped off of Biddeford out of bounds on the end line, so Deering with another corner.
So let's see what they can do from this side. Maybe the air under the ball will be less.
And Marino taking the corner. And Rosenthal. And Biddeford gets the ball out. And it was right on Rosenthal's head, but the goalie was right there.
Then the ball got bounced around a little bit.
Buford goes all the way down and just wide by Tardif.
But that was good defense for Deering. They finally caught up to the player, but then there was another shot. And you always have to worry about, the goalie's on one side of the net, that ball drifting over the goalie's head, hitting the corner.
And it's kicked out of bounds by Biddeford.
A lot of times you'll see those long kicks, and they just happen to hit the corner and go in.
Garcia got the ball back for Deering, and it's a long touch by Deering. And right into the arms of Smith.
We got 14 and a half minutes left to go in this first half. No score.
And it's a foul committed by Biddeford, and a quick kick to get the ball back in. Almost went to Biddeford. And it's an offsides.
Nice move. Letting the Biddeford player run right past her.
Great challenge by Buford to get the ball back for Biddeford. And Nieves challenging to get the ball out of bounds. And another substitute.
Looks like 17's going back in.
So Haley Black going back in for Kaylee Hammond.
So I think you were right, Seth. I think maybe a little bit of hydration.
And Deering gets out of trouble. And Deering's defense has been pretty strong with their line to not allow Biddeford players to get beyond.
They have done an extraordinary job so far.
Garcia gets the ball back for Deering. And Burnell, all she could do was kick the ball out of bounds where she was in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well kick it out so it's not a corner kick.
And it's going to be a goal kick. And it's out of bounds. Freeman passes it back. And almost stolen away by Tardif. And Veronica Kiasa coming in for Nora Lewicki. And Garcia is making sure the ball doesn't get up the field.
Great job. And a lot of times you have to be careful you don't foul the player with the ball, but that was beautiful.
And it's out of bounds on Deering. And Sorellen Thor is coming in for Amber Hout. One thing in high school is you can sub in and out the same players. It's not like the pros where once you get taken out, you're done for the game.
Well, you know, and I suppose the good thing about that is, as we saw with number 17 for Biddeford, needing to come out for a little while to take care of a leg issue and to get a drink. You know, it keeps the game going, so you don't really have to worry too much about, you know, stopping a game for 10 minutes for, you know, hydration. If a player needs a drink, they can be subbed in and out.
And sometimes in the professionals, they'll take out a player and play with 10 players on the field. So it cuts down on that, playing with 10 players.
Right, but then you're only playing with 10 players. So at least this way, in high school, it keeps it 11 on 11.
Nice pass.
Yeah, that was great. Nice move. Another nice move.
And it's by Garcia. And miscommunication by the Biddeford defense causes them to have to kick it out of bounds.
Oh, and this sets up well for Deering. I mean, they've had their chances, and one of these times they're going to score a goal.
And Deering throw in again.
Biddeford's had a couple shots on goal, but they've gone wide. Oh,
Biddeford moving the ball up quickly, trying to catch the Deering defense off. And Buford gets the first goal in this game.
with a little over 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And you know, the way Biddeford started that play was pretty darn good. They brought the ball out close to half, then they kicked it back to reset and kicked it past the Darren players. So I don't know if that was a set play or something they have in mind, but they moved it forward, moved it back, and then moved it forward again to get a goal. That was a beautiful piece of work.
And it's kicked to a Biddeford player.
Well, we know Deering's capable of getting the ball down there. It's just, you know, one perfect play away from Deering scoring a goal. So,
It's a foul on Sarah Labby. And Tardif gets by everybody. Stolen away by Plizga. Deering brings it back up the field. And sometimes when the other team's in your half for a majority of the game, and then you score a goal, it settles you down. And it's a pushing foul on Yebes.
well, and this gives Biddeford a chance to set up a play, which could be a bad thing for Deering. Just like a corner kick. You can set your players up where you want the ball to be hit to, and we'll see what happens.
And Deering's defense gets it out. Two and a half minutes left, and it's kicked out of bounds.
I think a couple of students going by, everyone's saying heads up, and they definitely had to duck underneath that one.
Throw-in is kicked out by Biddeford, so Deering will get the throw-in. And it's off of Biddeford. It's a foul.
Yeah, a Biddeford player trying to kick the ball, but ended up kicking the Deering player.
And Looks like an injury on Sarah Labby. Katie Delary coming in.
Just about a minute left to go in this first half. Biddeford with a 1-0 lead.
Freeman gets it to Garcia. Rosenthal gets to the long pass, and it's out of bounds on Biddeford.
All right, well, this is Deeren's opportunity right here before time runs out. Half a minute.
And it's kicked out. And it's by everybody. And Smith corrals it, and that's the end of the first half. And so Deering looked like they were going to be the first to score, but it was Biddeford's Abby Buford who scored the first goal of this game, and Deering looked pretty good for most of that half, but it was Biddeford. It was just a couple passes and the goal was scored.
Yeah, it was amazing how quickly that happened, because Deeren had been playing in Biddeford's side for quite a bit of the first half, and but yeah, I mean, just a couple of kicks and quickly a goal was scored. But that's the way soccer is. I mean, it can happen that fast.
And so after the first half, it's Biddeford 1, Deering 0. Here we go for the start of the second half. Deering starting off with the ball. Down 1-0. And it's stolen by Buford.
Yeah, that was great anticipation.
See what adjustments both teams made. And it's a foul on Biddeford.
Could have been a hold, a little too far away to see.
Deering switches sides of the field, and it's picked off twice, once by both teams. And it's picked off by Gabby Smith. Nice passing by Deering. Freeman
Nice move.
crosses it, and just by Marino.
Yeah, as I was saying in the first half, Deeren is, just a smidge away from just that perfect pass.
And it's out of bounds on Deering. And it's kicked out of bounds by Deering. Deering keeps possession. Garcia and a little too hard on the pass. Freeman to Rosenthal to Marino. First touch, a little too far. Misplay by Deering. Deering keeps possession. It's just by Garcia. And 3 players around Tardif. First touch by Carroll was long, but Deering keeps possession with a throw-in. In Deering's third, and it's kicked out of bounds. It's gotten out by Deering.
Nice settle of the ball there by the Biddeford player. Nice move.
And Hill gets the ball. Stolen by Buford. And almost was a bad play for Deering.
Oh, just out of reach.
And Hill's kick is to Biddeford.
Got to block it out. There it goes. Goal kick.
And the kick was long. And Levine blocking the Biddeford player out for a goal kick.
Which can be a tough play, but a necessary play. And that was a good one.
Deering gets the ball up. Give and go between Garcia and Rosenthal. And
Yeah,
it's a handball on Biddeford.
It should be a little further down. Right about there, yep.
Could be on the football 35.
All right, let's see what kind of play they come up with.
And it's headed out by Biddeford.
We have
And
a,
it's
got a sub, number 11.
Chiasa for Chiasa.
So number 11 for number 12.
Not sure if they're sisters or cousins. They are sisters.
Thank you, Mike.
And they're twins.
All right, we're getting updated information right away from Mike. We appreciate that.
And another sub for Biddeford. Sarah Labby. Coming in for Katie Delari. And Tardif kicking it out of bounds. So it's a goal kick for Deering.
Yeah, that's a tough one. If you can try to bend that ball, maybe it'll have a chance, but it was definitely wide.
And it's out wide to Carroll. And Carroll with nice footwork. But kick was too hard, and it's a goal kick for Biddeford.
And there really wasn't anyone over there to help, unfortunately. Because that was a lot of hard work to move that ball. It was great play.
Stolen by Biddeford.
We got 29 minutes left to go in the second half. Biddeford with a 1-0 lead over Deering.
Garcia and just wide of Carroll. And long touch by Landry. Throw in for Biddeford. And it's out of bounds on Deering. And Marino dribbles it into three players.
Yeah. That was going to be a tough one.
Deering switching the field and almost stolen by Buford. And it's a goal kick and a sub. It's Kaylee Hammond in for Grace Tardif. And stolen by Biddeford back to Deering. And it's a foul on Biddeford with 26 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the second half. And it's thrown for Biddeford. Right to Smith. And looks like Freeman slipped. And nice dribbling by Black. And Hammond was in the corner. It's kicked out of bounds by Landry.
Well, that was some quick ball movement by Biddeford to get the ball up. And Deering has to be really careful here because Biddeford's really moving the ball with some nice footwork.
Carroll. Freeman is by the defense and right into the goalkeeper's arms.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Though that big wide net kicking it right at the goalie.
And it looks like a
yeah, the Deering player looked just a little winded. I think they were going to go out, but she's staying in. Well, that's one good chance here for Deering.
and just over the goal
Oh, that
by
would have
Freeman.
that would have been sweet. But that's one of those, you know, where the goalkeeper comes out a little bit too far, and you just drop the ball in behind the goalkeeper, and anything can happen.
And Deering's been oh so close to scoring a couple times. And it's kicked out of bounds by Biddeford.
Yeah, you're right, Seth. I mean, they are on the verge of tying this game up a couple of times.
Another throw in for Deering. Rosenthal. And it's in the... And it's a goal by Grace Marino to tie things up. And the goalie, Parks, thought it was going to be over the... Thought it was going to be over the goal, and it dropped right in under the crossbar.
And that's what I was saying. If you can pull that goalie out just a little bit and loft it over the top of the goalie, anything can happen, and it just did. And like I said, Deering was on the verge, and it just happened. That was beautiful.
And that came with 22 minutes left to go in this game.
And that should give Deering a little bit more confidence in knowing that they can put a goal in, and they have been moving the ball pretty well through this whole game.
And it's going to be a corner, so that's the first corner of the game for Biddeford. And this is the time where Deering needs to play good defense. It's Hannah Smith with the corner.
Did that hit the referee? I'm looking at this small screen because he was standing out of bounds.
It's a goal kick for Deering.
Oh, that's not what you wanted to see right here.
And it's ahead of Garcia. And Buford dribbling it into Deering's defense.
Oh, fancy footwork.
And Nieves keeping Biddeford in the corner. It's off of Deering for the throw-in. And out to Chiasa. Freeman. And it's to Garcia, back to Freeman. And just over the goal.
Yeah, in fact, it hit the football goal post and landed on top of the net.
Rosenthal stops it. Past Garcia. And it's out of bounds on Biddeford. Garcia, and it's stolen away by Cadoret.
Little under 18 minutes left to go in this match.
And it's going to be a substitute. It's Grace Tardif coming back in for Hannah Smith. And it looks like we have a goalkeeping change for Deering. Eleanor Lowe comes in for Sophie Hill.
And Sophie Hill did a great job today. One goal got in, but it was a hard shot and right past her.
And saved from going out of bounds. Sixteen and a half minutes left to go. And if one team can come away with a win, it would be huge to start the season. Especially where not every team makes the playoffs this year.
Yeah, the last few seasons, because of the fluctuating schedules and everything going on over the last couple of years, they've allowed all the teams to make the playoffs, which I thought was very fair.
And kick back to Garcia. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. And looks like Sophie Hill's coming in as a defender for Kiasa.
Number 11.
It's to Rosenthal and Carroll, and it's out of bounds.
And that hit the football goalposts.
And it's another sub. It's Amber Hout coming in for Sorellen Thor. Goal kick. Saved. Freeman to Marino.
Oh.
And it's kicked out. So it's another goal kick for Biddeford with 13 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Boy, Deering has been all over this side of the field and getting shots at the goal. Not just kicking it towards it, but, I mean, kicking it at the goal.
And it's stolen again by Deering, and it's a race to the ball, and Hill gets there. Buford kicks it into the middle, and Deering gets it out. Reno.
Good hustle. Oh, just not far enough.
Hammond stopped that pass to give Biddeford the ball back. Rosenthal gets the ball.
It's hard to figure that anticipation quite yet when you're playing an actual game.
And it's out of bounds on Deering. Another substitute. It's Gabby Smith coming out for Hannah Smith. Rosenthal and just by Garcia. $11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And normally by the end of the game, this is where conditioning comes in to play. And it's kicked out of bounds by Nieves.
That was a good battle for over half the field. Neither player budging. And no fouls. That was great. That was some good play right there.
Pass into the middle where Hill gets it out. Garcia gets it to Freeman. And Freeman puts on the Jets. And it's in! So Elsa Freeman gets the goal to put Deering on top 2-1.
Oh, man.
With 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in this game.
Way to go, Elsa.
And the student section on their feet.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man. And you talk about conditioning, you know, the way that both Garcia bringing the ball up and then the goal score.
Freeman. And it's out of bounds. It's a goal kick. Freeman who scored the goal, and her ability to pick up speed and stop on a dime.
Yeah, and the footwork was amazing.
And she had a chance at another goal earlier, but it was into Parks right in her arms.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Earlier in the game.
Labby dribbles it into Deering defense. It's kicked away.
Well, and now Deeren's got to be real careful in the
And it's a foul on Deering with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go.
yeah, got to be real careful in the 18-foot box. No fouls in there for any free goal kicks.
And it's over everything. So it's a goal kick.
Well, Deeren just needs to continue what they're doing and bring the ball up. Because Biddeford's not going to score if Deeren keeps moving that ball.
And Freeman.
Beautiful
to
pass.
Carroll. And it's a corner kick for Deering.
All right, this is their third or fourth. And let's see what they do with it this time. First from this end of the pitch, I believe.
It's in there. And it's a goal by Rosenthal.
Oh, man. There you go. That was sweet.
So Shea Rosenthal gets the third for Deering. So Deering's broken this game open.
Well, it was just a matter of time. I mean, in the first half, they were moving that ball like unbelievable, moving it. They just didn't score. Wow. I mean, a one-timer. Ball goes in, one-timer kick. Beautiful, beautiful play.
And last year, Biddeford came out on top 5-1. So,
And as I was saying, all Deeren needs to do is to continue on with what they've been doing and bringing the ball up. And good things can happen.
so there's 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game.
Deeren with a 3-1 lead. This is very good. 3 unanswered goals.
And it's kicked out of bounds by Biddeford.
You know, and unfortunately for Biddeford, that the clock keeps rolling. So, you know, they kick the ball out and 20, 30 seconds roll off the clock. And the clock right now is not their friend.
And it's out of bounds on Biddeford. Couple changes. Number 4 for Deering, Marley Rodriguez. Number 23, Sarah-Lynn Thor comes in for May Carroll for Deering. And Kaylee Hammond for Biddeford.
And we're under 5 minutes now.
It's a goal kick. And it's out of bounds on Biddeford.
Wow. I thought that went off the Darren player, but I guess, I'm looking through a small screen and the ref is right down there.
It's across the field for Biddeford. And there's a wide open player, but Hill keeps it from being crossed. And a foul committed by Biddeford. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Deering is content taking their time. And it's over the head. And Buford gets it stolen.
Wow, that was great defense. Came around the ball and took it.
And Freeman took a long touch, but it's out of bounds on Biddeford. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
And the Biddeford side wants the ball to get put in a little bit quicker than it is. But, when you're in the first half and the first 5 minutes of the game, it's really irrelevant how quickly it gets in. But when you're down to 3 minutes, you want it back in there within seconds.
And it's saved by Sarah Parks. It was a high kick that landed on the line. Long kick. Rolls out of bounds. Minute and 30 seconds left. Deering up 3-1. And it's out of bounds again. Under a minute left to go. And it's a goal for Biddeford by Abby Buford. And both Biddeford goals come way of Buford.
Well, and I'm not sure. I'm thinking the Deering player thought they got run over a little bit by the Biddeford player to get the ball, but the referee did not call it.
And they're going to play keep away for the last 30 seconds.
But they got to make sure they get it to the other side of the field.
And 16 seconds left to go. And 8 seconds left. Goes out of bounds. And that's the end of the second half. And what seemed to be a safe lead for Deering was cut close at the end of this game.
Well, you know, and the thing is it's never over, you know, because both teams are playing to the last, to the whistle. And, you know, Biddeford was not going to go quietly.
And so Biddeford started in the first half with a 1-0 lead, but Deering came out strong in the second half, scoring 3 goals. One by Rosenthal, one by Marino, and one by Freeman. Both goals for Biddeford were scored by Buford.
I thought it was a very well-played game. Both teams went on runs. The passing was very good.
And like I said earlier in the game, it's the first game of the season, so it's going to be a little rusty in timing and passing, and so as you play more games, it gets crisper.
Yeah, you know, because when you're practicing, you know, the timing can be perfect in practice, but then you start throwing defenders and other players in your way, and it sets it off just a little bit. So,
and conditioning as well early in the season might not be where it needs to be, but that's why you have a long season.
right.
And so Deering starts the season off with a win, 3-2 over Biddeford, saying so long. This has been a production of TV3 Portland Public Schools, saying good night.
And hopefully we'll bring some more games to you this season for Deering, both boys and girls. See ya.